Gold has strong momentum going for it right now, as it is now within striking distance of 1,300 an ounce. But our next guest says asking why gold is up might be the wrong question. Vince Lanci of Echo Bay Partners back with us now. Vince, good to see you.
Good to see you too again, Daniela.
So the latest move in gold has pushed prices near the $1,300 mark. We saw this trend start last Friday, post the weaker than expected U.S. employment data. But you say we shouldn't really be asking, why gold's at these levels, but perhaps why isn't gold even higher than here?
Yeah, I might be getting a little ahead of myself with that rhetorical question, but it's based in reality, and what we're seeing is an increase in gold ignoring short-term information and an increase in gold adhering towards longer-term uncertainty and issues. So rate hikes or not hikes seem to be less effective or less longer lasting on the price of gold.
Right. You say they're acting more like short-term catalysts now.
Yes, that's exactly the word I would use. An example, right now the market is, probabilities are still discounting that there will be a Fed hike next week. So why is gold higher? Number one, imagine if they don't hike. Number two, if they do hike and gold pulls back, I would feel it's a dip to buy. Gold is looking down the road a lot further than next week's Fed hike, I think.
Now, Vince, obviously the question on most traders and investors' minds now is, we're currently around $12.96 an ounce. We're up 1% on the day, and the highest level for gold since November 10th. What key levels are you looking at?
The nature of humans, 1,300 is a number that people will pay attention to. But the Elliott wave count that I'm using right now, and it's actually been very good, says that 1298 is a resistance area. We could have a pullback from that. Don't be scared. 1,300 is just a number that ends in two zeros. Above 1298 on a settlement basis, you're looking, and if you pardon me, I need to look down for 1 second. I have 1364 as part of the wave count on the way to 1400. And above that, possibly an impulsive spike up to, as we discussed before, 1550. Now, before we get too manic and happy about that, the downside numbers are equally important. Dips, I think, should be bought above 1260. And the final support that keeps this bullish wave count with the 1550 target on the radar is in the 1217 area.
But when we talk 1550, Vince, what time frame is that on?
Right. If you look at the, say, 4-hourly chart, 1367 can happen in 5 to 15 days. If you look at the daily chart for the bigger number of 1550, you're looking for something that's possibly within 3 months.
Okay.
But I'm not betting on that.
Right.
Well, the last part of that rally is impulsive. So
right.
If the wave count is right.
All right. Just to wrap, Vince, let's just touch on silver here. Can it top $18 an ounce here?
I'm a silver bug. I think $18 an ounce is not a problem, number one. Number two, the problem is 1854. How much producer selling is left up there from the last time it ran into that wall? And I personally feel that there isn't a lot left, because what ends up happening is the producers are pressured and they go to the market at some point. The negative on silver, even though 1800 is not a problem, is people are buying gold now. They're buying money, and silver is being weighed down by the deflationary pressures on industrial metals. It's being used less in industry. It's being weighed down by iron ore and that characteristic in and of itself. The final comment about silver is, as a trader, is if gold peaks and just starts going sideways, and this is a warning to silver bugs, and then silver starts to spike while gold doesn't, look at that as the last bit of money piling into the cheapest metal, and be careful. So if silver lags and rallies last, to me, that's like a stochastic indicator of a market that's topping out.
All right.
In the meantime, 1800 should not be a problem.
18.
18 should not be a problem.
All right. Vince Lanci, thanks so much for your thoughts today.
Thank you, Daniela.
And thanks for watching this edition of Kitco's Gold Report. We'll be back tomorrow.